Hello everyone, welcome to SV Union High School and Junior College. Our subject today is Geography Standard 7th. We are going to discuss chapter number 5, Winds. Part 2. In the last video we saw that air pressure belts are formed on the planet Earth due to the uneven heat received on the Earth. And air, which is everywhere, has the tendency of moving from high pressure to low pressure areas. And this movement of air is called winds. There are three types of winds, namely planetary winds, local winds, and seasonal winds. We also saw in the last part that planetary winds are called or so called because they occupy an extensive area on the earth. These winds blow all around the year. So we can also say that some winds blow regularly on the earth, continuously on the earth as shown in the figure, from high to low pressure belts throughout the year, and these winds cover a large portion of the earth. Hence these winds are called as planetary winds, and their examples are easterlies or westerlies and polar winds. The direction of the winds is influenced by the rotation of the earth. In the northern hemisphere, winds get deflected towards the right of their original direction, whereas in the southern hemisphere, they get deflected towards the left of their original direction. We all know that the earth rotates from west to east and thus causes the change in the original direction of the planetary winds. In both the hemisphere, the winds blow from the high pressure area between 25° and 35° parallels to the equatorial low pressure belts. Due to rotation of the earth, their original direction changes. In the northern hemisphere, they blow from the northeast to southwest, whereas in southern hemisphere, they blow from the southeast to northwest. These winds coming from both the sides converge near the equatorial calm belt, and these winds are known as the easterlies. Easterlies blow from the mid-latitudinal high pressure belt to the equatorial low pressure belt. In the northern hemisphere, they blow from the northeast to the southeast. Children, please note, in the northern hemisphere, they blow from the northeast to southeast, and in the southern hemisphere, they blow from southeast to northwest. Now let us see why a belt of calm exists near the equator. The reason for this, children, a belt of calm exists near the equator because there is not much difference in the temperature and air pressure. So wind do not blow in this region, and therefore a belt of calm is formed near the equator. Now let us see about westerlies. What are westerlies? In both the hemisphere, winds blow from the mid-latitudinal high pressure belt to subpolar low pressure belt situated near 60° parallel. Their original direction changes due to the rotation of the earth in the southern hemisphere. These winds blow from the northwest to southeast, and in the northern hemisphere they blow from southeast to northeast. These winds are called as westerlies. Once again, I am repeating. Westerlies are the winds that blow from mid-latitudinal high pressure belt to subpolar low pressure belts. In the northern hemisphere, they blow from southwest to northeast. In the southern hemisphere, they blow from northwest to southeast. As we studied previously, that why is air pressure high in the polar areas in both the hemispheres? The reason to is at polar region the rays of light at the sun are slanting. Air pressure is high in polar areas in both the hemisphere because the temperature over here is below 0 degree Celsius. In both the hemispheres, winds blowing from the polar high pressure belt to the subpolar low pressure belt, that is between 55 degree to 65 degree, are called polar winds. Generally, they blow from east to west. These winds blowing from North Pole region towards 60 degree north parallel cause cold wave condition in extensive areas covering North America, Europe and Russia. Now let us see what are local winds. The winds that blow for a short duration of time originate in specific region and blow over a limited area are called local winds. Local winds affect the climatical conditions of the region where they blow. These winds are known by different names in different regions where they blow. Let us see the different names that they are known by in various different regions. The following chart will help us to know the different names given to the local winds. The various names given to the local winds and the nature of the wind and the characteristics and the area of influence. We are going to read the chart from the textbook. Let us see, children. The first name given is Lu. Nature of this wind is hot and dry. Let us see the characteristic. Blows in the North Indian plains during the summer season, generally in the afternoons. They come from hot Thar desert. Second one is Simoon. The nature of it is hot, dry and destructive. These blow with tremendous velocities from the Sahara and the Arabian deserts, as these winds are quite strong and they are destructive. The third one is Chinook. Another name given to it is snow eater. The nature of it is warm and dry. These blow down the eastern slope of Rocky Mountains of North America. They cause the snow to melt and increase the temperature in the valleys. The next one is Mistral. The nature of it is cold and dry. These blow in Spain, France and areas around the Mediterranean Sea. They originate from the Alps. These cold winds reduce the temperature in the coastal areas. Bora, next name. Nature of it is cold and dry. These blow from the Alps mountain towards the coastal areas of Italy. Next one is Pampero. Nature of it is cold and dry. These blow around the pampas grasslands in South America. The last name given is Fohn. Nature of it is hot and dry. These blow along the northern slopes of Alps mountain. Now let us get some information about valley breeze. Valley breeze, the name tells us that the breeze that blows from the valleys is called as the valley breeze. Let us see. Valley breeze are cooler compared to the mountain tops during the day. Mountains are comparatively warmer. Air pressure is greater in valley. Winds blow from the valley to the mountain tops. Hot and light air from the mountains descend downward and cool air from the valley ascend. Ascend means come up, upwards. Valley breeze are set after the sunrise. At the same times, mountains cool down quickly at night. The valley zone is comparatively warmer. Air pressure is greater on the mountains. Winds blow from the mountain towards the valley. The hot and light air from the valley is pushed upward and the cool air rushes down into the valley. Mountain winds sets in after sunset. I hope you have understood these topics discussed in this module. We shall continue this lesson in our next part or next module. Thank you, children.